August 19th, Monday, 8 something in the morning. It's closer to 9 than 8. Yesterday we decided to take the magic mushies our brother gave us. Right in the middle of my forehead, really? Go bite somewhere else. I only happen to notice you because I'm on camera, though. Like, that would've sucked. Somebody's coming. Pause, please. Wait, pause. Yesterday we decided to take those magic mushies, and I don't know how much we actually took. It was probably close to 2 grams. I don't think it was actually that much, though. The trip was really, really, really chill. Like, incredibly chill. Like, we were on Zoloft, so, like, the effects of shrooms and, like, LSD and stuff like that are diminished. But not that much. And it was, like, it was the exact level of trip that I had. I actually wanted more visuals, but it was the level of headspace that I wanted. And it doesn't last as long as acid, which, of course, now someone is like, why can't we do that? It's like, well, because we don't have tolerance. Like, because our tolerance has gone whoop. You know, just because we had the shrooms yesterday, we have any acid today, it's not going to work. Not that it really matters, because I don't think we're going to be doing that anyway. And our child is coming home on Friday. And I have to go get him from the airport. And writing-wise, we didn't do any writing yesterday. Oh, we did, but we didn't. We wrote a poem that's on Tumblr. Or Tumblr. It was really short, and we wrote it while we were tripping. Which is fine. It's just, it was funny. We feel really good. It was actually, like, the best physical come up and come down we've ever had from anything in the past couple of years. I forgot that, like, sometimes with self-administered meds, the street meds work really well. I mean, every time we have an edible, they're the medicinal ones too. They're like the ones you can buy at a, like, medical grade weed shop. But, like, they're actually good. But everything is just made to be really, 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 really strong. And sometimes less is more. Granted, this happens when we do acid too. It's like, I want to trip again. Like, that sort of thing. But oh, I'll see you in my dreams. That was the title that we were thinking of. Or, because, like, we have this idea of, like, basically writing a whole bunch of different stories that involve the same characters, but also involve characters that are like our Invader Zim characters and they're not our characters, but like, Zim is influenced by Cass. Like, Cass is the one who can get really into character for Zim. And, like, he and Steven tend to RP. Like, they'll RP scenes of the two of them, because Steven is very much the div. Like, they just kind of fall into those characters pretty organically, and they do it with other characters, too. Like, Andrew will do, like, Miles Edgeworth, and Cass will be Phoenix. Like, that kind of thing. When we write, like, fanfic and stuff. It's the same ideas, but it's also, like, it's partially also, like, we learn to love ourselves at least enough to keep boundaries and set boundaries. And, like, actually say no to people. Like our brother. He had wanted to come by this weekend to do his laundry, and I was like, I need my house to be completely Nick-free for, like, another few days. Just so that I can acclimate. It's like, you know, scene setting. If you're gonna trip, you have to be really, like, conscious of what you're doing. Because drugs deserve to be respected. They show you things, they open your mind, they do things, you know, things like that. And it's not necessarily, they're not bad. They're only bad when you are in an addictive space with them, or when you are not actually taking them responsibly. And, like, I would never touch heroin because, you know, like, that sort of thing. I don't need things like that. I just need things that help me feel connected more with the universe and with my higher self, and which acid and shrooms and weed all do. I kind of miss E sometimes, but E fucks up the body so bad. We can't. And, like, now we really can't because we're on Zoloft. Unless we wean off the Zoloft, and we're not doing that anytime soon. Those are the ones that we have experience with. And yesterday was the second time we had done shrooms. And it was just a really, like, we did get some visuals, like, you could see, like, the trees bending and, you know, breathing kind of thing, you know, things warping and stuff like that, but, like, no, like, rainbow visuals like we usually see, like prism visuals or fractals. Though, if we unfocused our eyes and looked straight ahead, like, while we sat here on the porch, we could kind of see stuff like that. We sat out here on the porch for 2 hours yesterday, just looking at the trees in front of us. Like, pretty. It's just pretty. And we were watching the birds and the squirrels. Because we fed them late yesterday, so they all came to the party late, which is what we wanted. It just didn't last as long as we would have wanted to. And there was a level of intensity I was expecting. Especially because I've done shrooms before, but it's been 8 years? 6 years? 6 years. Every time that I stop and think about the fact that, like, we have only been using drugs, like, we first did anything with our best friend was when we were 29 years old. We're 36. It's only been 7 years. And we don't do them often. Like, weed is probably, like, I prefer to do stuff when my kid is not home. And I prefer to do stuff within the confines of, like, weed is fine, but it messes up, like, our entire everything now. It's not necessarily the best. Like, if I could do shrooms regularly, like every 2 weeks, or once a month, that'd be fantastic. I don't know if my brother can get a hold of more, but because it felt like a nice little the body accepted it way better, which is what I need. I need things that the body tolerates way better. Because, like, the acid that we have, what we have left, it, you know, it strings the body out. You can tell that, like, it messes with things here or there. Weed does the same. Hell, I didn't even feel nauseous yesterday, and that was incredible. Because I usually do want to come up. I don't know. We had a good time. It was a little underwhelming, but it was still a good time. The sun and the moon. That's definitely a theme. Loving somebody across lifetimes. Across multiple timelines, even. We didn't watch Loki yesterday. Damn. I keep meaning to watch Loki while, like, tripping Endor high. Like, season 2. We found it very relatable in a weird way. But, yeah. It is what it is. We're not submitting the Sweetopod. We wanted to, and then we didn't like the piece that we were working on, and expand, like, when we write short stuff, we tend to stay under, like, 1,500 words, because longer pieces, like, longer short stories somehow feel clunky. Like, we're either, like, 1,500 words or less, or, well, canon event currently is 20,000 words, and I am just getting to the fun, like, the real fun of it. So, and I have no idea how that story is going to play out. Pantsing is what we do. I think maybe it's time I start sharing and start putting things together from our notebooks to make a larger story. And share stuff. We'll see.